What's up, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. We have a lot to talk about today, including the fact that the Baltimore Orioles season might already be over. I know it's mid-May, so it might be a little bit dramatic to say that, but it's getting bad. Like bad. Jacob deGrom channeled his inner 2018. He struck out multiple dudes on near triple digits, but he had to face the Diesel, and honestly, it was as good as a duel we're going to see this entire year. Shohei and the Dodgers might win 160 games next year if he and the rest of the team can actually stay healthy for once. What they did to the A's last night was just rude. And the Atlanta Braves, they have yet again created another monster who throws 97 plus miles an hour. He strikes out seemingly everyone, and also, he doesn't give up any runs. So we'll talk about all of that and more in today's MLB Recap, a series in which we recap every game almost every single day. So grow the game of baseball with me, join the team, and hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget that recap is brought to you by SeatGeek. Save yourself 20 bucks off all of your tickets using code Fuzzy. And if you think you know ball, a lot of you guys think you know ball because you've been using this code a lot. Use code Fuzzy when you download Underdog Fantasy. They'll give you up to $1,000 in promo cash. They also have free pick'ems almost every single day. So all you have to do, download it to your phone, pick higher or lower on players you think are going to do well or not. Be sure to download it today, and if you do, always play responsibly. For this first game, I'm actually going to hide the scores. I'm just going to show each starting pitcher going 8 innings with a bunch of strikeouts, and I want you guys to guess which team won just based off the vibes. We got DeGoat versus the Diesel. I'm going to show Jacob going 8 innings with 7 strikeouts first because, like, how many more times are we going to get this? It's enough to make a grown man cry seeing deGrom be this nasty. Again, I don't know if we're going to get this very often, seeing Jacob go 8 innings, but maybe we are going to. So the first few strikeouts were on a slider. He then broke out 99 paint. The giddy-up is still in his back pocket. Again, he went 8 innings with 7 strikeouts. Hunter Brown, the Diesel, also went 8 but with 9 strikeouts. Imagine having that nickname, by the way, the Diesel. His first strikeout was on the heater, then a sinker. He unleashed a disgusting knuckle curve. He kept winning with the heater. He had some changeups here and there as well. Just a dominant outing from each guy, but who won? Well, we have to go back to Jake Burger. He provided the game's only run. His solo home run in the 6th was the decider. Like, you can't really get handed a more tough and heartbreaking loss than that right there because Hunter Brown was special. Shawn Armstrong saved it. Jacob deGrom is now 4-1 on the season with a 2.29 ERA. Hunter Brown, he still owns a really good 6-2 record with I mean, this is a microscopic ERA, a 1.4 ERA. I had to show that game first because now we have to talk about the Orioles season maybe being over in mid-May. Cedric, he's still trying his best out there. He's playing for a contract, so he better be. Deshaun Kersey, he's playing for his life. He wants to keep his job in the big leagues. That's his 2nd big league home run. Byron Buxton, he went yard as well. He's finally healthy and ready for a 30-30 season. There's no way. Moments later, Correa and Buxton, they both were converging on a ball in shallow center, and it must have felt like a car crash because both guys had to leave and go to concussion protocol. I'm praying that each guy's okay because I love when the Twins are healthy and balling out. As annoying as it is for Guardians fans to see the Twins doing well, I want them at their best. That's just me. Royce Lewis made it 4-0 for Chris Paddack, who didn't strike out a bunch, but honestly, I'm sure pitchers will take 0 strikeouts if it means going 7 scoreless. Feels like Chris Paddack has been in the league for a decade now. Do you guys remember how good he was for the Padres as a rookie back in 2019? The Twins just won their 11th game in a row, so maybe that could actually give Orioles fans some hope that it is possible to bounce back. The Orioles, with this L, they dropped to 15-27 after losing 3 in a row. Can they go on a crazy streak like the Minnesota Twins and save their season, or did their GM, Mike Elias, screw up their entire championship window? I'm not even just talking about this season anymore. Did Mike Elias completely just screw things up because Adley Rutschman is struggling to the point where we're wondering, can Adley bounce back at all? Tyler O'Neill has been a bust so far. Gary Sanchez, he's 3 for 30. He's been a waste of money. Charlie Morton, Dean Kremer, Cade Povich, all of these guys are underperforming. Same with, I don't even know if Charlie Morton's underperforming. He's just old. Same with Kyle Gibson. These guys are making a ton of money to basically be useless in the starting rotation. So what needs to happen? Do we think that Mike Elias needs to take accountability and make some trades and try and fix this? Or should the Orioles just say, you know what, Mike, you tried to be the anti-Dodgers, it did not work, you gotta go, we're resetting, you're fired? We just saw back-to-back low-scoring games. You guys got to be fiending for a blowout. And the Dodgers game, we'll talk about it right after this first blowout, I swear. Will Benson, he's finally getting some reps after basically losing his job because of a rough 2024, but he's back and making some noise. I've always really liked the way that he plays baseball, his energy, and he just seems like he really loves baseball. Elly, see ya. What a catch from that fan. A barehanded clean catch out there in left field. Elly now has 3 home runs his last 5. He has 8 on the season. Will Benson, he wanted to try Luis Robert in center field. We know that Luis can go get it. I thought he made the catch of the year. We've had a lot of these lately where guys, they get up, they use their moon shoes, and they just flat out whiff it once they go airborne, and they're literally about to make the catch. They just don't. Matt McLain, please, more of this. I actually have my hands in a praying position. I need the baseball gods to allow Matt McLain to go off. This was his first 2 extra base hit game in nearly a month. They got to get him going. Nick Martinez, he was awesome. A bunch of soft contact here and there. He goes 7 shutout with 2 base hits, no walks. Just an easy peasy game. Cincinnati, they need a run like the Twins if they don't want to get left in the dust because, yeah, that division's going to be tough. There were 19 runs total in this next game. I'm going to try my best to not miss anything. After Freddie Freeman sliced a ball to right field and scored a run, Max Muncy, he mashed one. The goggles are doing wonders. He has back-to-back games with the home run, and I guess he just found out that he has astigmatism, so he really needs these prescription glasses. And now it's time to watch Hae-Sung Kim, the rookie, absolutely fly on this Mookie single. This Kim kid is going to be a legit cheat code for the Dodgers. I mean, just the fact that he's a 9-hitter doing stuff like this on the regular, it's not fair. Max Muncy singled in another, and the rookie Daulton rushing, who was making his debut, he had an awesome first 2 plate appearances. He took a walk, then he had his first big league base hit that was 110 miles an hour off the bat. He can move for a catcher as well. Hae-Sung Kim, he drove him in on an opposite field knock, and staying with Oppo knocks, how about a 3-run Oppo taco? Ohtani on his own bobblehead night. I mean, now this guy, what did they feed Andy Pages over the last few weeks? Andy Pages cannot get out. That is a 3-run home run, 420 feet into the LA night sky. Shohei, his second. He's up to 15 now. He ties Aaron Judge and Kyle Schwarber for the MLB lead. Ohtani, he just became the first player since Fernando Tatis Jr. in 2021 to have 15 home runs and 10 stolen bases, I think, in the first 42 games of their season. James Outman, this was not off a positional player, so I am going to show it. That's his second of the season. I had to clarify because it got so bad for the A's that they brought in a positional player who actually struck out Shohei Ohtani. He surprised Shohei with that 89-mile-per-hour fastball up in the zone. I don't know how anyone is going to beat this team when they're fully healthy now that Andy Pages and Hae-Sung Kim are contributing. Then again, Tommy Edman is coming back and Teoscar Hernandez is coming back soon. Who's going to be sent down? Is it going to be Kim? Is there going to be a phantom IL? How are the Dodgers going to work this roster? This AJ Smith-Shawver kid is going to be a problem, isn't he? He's probably going to be a 3 or 4 starter when Spencer Strider comes back. He had 2 strikeouts on the splitter early in the game, and the offense, they took a bit to get going, but at least they scored it all. Nick Allen singled home Eli White, and CJ, he just couldn't stop it. Verdugo, I think it was his birthday. He and Drake Baldwin, they both added some extra run support in the 5th inning. Verdugo gave himself a little birthday gift. Yeah, so he did turn 29 years old yesterday. The rookie Drake Baldwin is hitting 360 with a stupid 171 OPS plus. CJ Abrams, I do want to talk about him because it was really like one of 2 highlights for the Nationals. This was his 8th home run. It wasn't really much of a game, though. I just wanted to show that. CJ's batting 317 with 6 home runs, 9 stolen bases, and a 161 OPS plus. That Juan Soto trade is making waves this year with CJ Abrams, James Wood, and Mackenzie Gore all having really good starts to 2025. The Braves, they do take it on Reisel's 7th save, but I do have to show AJ's stuff super quick because he goes 6 innings, 0 earned runs, 6 strikeouts. He has a 1.5 ERA with 30 strikeouts his last 5 starts. I got a question, though. Where do the Braves find these guys, though? I mean, they can move on from Mike Soroka and Ian Anderson. Bryce Elder just got sent down. All 3 of those guys popped off a couple times. Then they have flamethrower options with Spencer Strider, Spencer Schwellenbach, AJ Smith-Shawver. They turned Chris Sale into Chris Sale again and actually kind of made him better. He was a Cy Young version of himself. And oh, by the way, they turned Ronaldo Lopez into Pedro Martinez. So you guys have to let me know, does Atlanta officially have the best pitching factory in baseball, or is it still kind of teams we know have been pitching factories for a while now? The Rays, the Guardians, maybe it's new teams like the Mets because the Mets saved Clay Holmes, they saved Griffin Canning. Maybe it's the Yankees. I don't know. Which team has the best pitching factory in baseball? I didn't know this, but Josh Lowe is back, and he saw the other guy with his last name, but his name is spelled, yeah, it's Lowe, but his name is Lowe. Brandon Lowe hit one very far and high. That is a 2-run home run. Danny Jansen, he makes it 3-0 right before Addison Barger swung that toothpick of a bat for his 2nd home run of the season. He has the elite of the elite bat speeds. Vladdy, come on, go ball. That's an absolute predator missile off of his bat. That's a kill streak from Modern Warfare 2. That was nearly 115 for his 5th home run. So many more home runs left, by the way. Cameron Meisner and Josh Lowe, they both crushed a few baseballs. They were loud swings. They both went over 405 plus feet. The speedster, Chandler Simpson, he might not hit a home run until, I don't know, 2027, but he still finds ways to contribute. That is an RBI single. Brandon Lowe's third hit is his second long ball of the afternoon. He was so bad to begin this season that even with 7 base hits and 3 extra base hits his last 3 games, he has an 84 OPS plus. The Jays, they just cannot find a way to get over 500 and stay there. They're now 21-22. The Rays are 20-23, but they have a lot of production coming their way off the IL. Guys, that does it for today's recap. Those were the only games from yesterday. I'm sorry if this recap kind of sucks or didn't feel creative. I made the script at 12 a.m. I had to be up at 5:30 to record before going to the hospital for like a family emergency thing. Yeah, everything's fine, but yeah, the grind don't stop. I do have to skedaddle. I gotta go. So catch you guys tomorrow. Love you guys. Stay safe.
That is lined out towards center field. Long run, Carter, and he got to it.
Reaching, popped it up, and Lewis chasing into foul territory. Lewis with a slop.
Great stop by Rosario to his left.